One hand, he came in the corner at the 6th round and said, my hand is hurting. If you look at the tape, I said, man, I don't want to hear that. Fight through it.
That looked like a submission. You hear me? Let me get
Check this
out.
Cal, you gotta calm down. Listen to me.
Okay, hey, come on now.
Tank don't with Coach Cal. When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like he always do, and Tank just brushed him off like they hit. Whoop, excuse me. Get out of here now.
During the highly anticipated Lamont-Roach fight, tensions escalated when Coach Calvin Ford erupted over Gervonta Davis's on-air argument. Known for his calm and disciplined demeanor, Ford's outburst sent shockwaves through the boxing community, leaving fans and pundits alike scrambling to understand the source of the heated exchange.
All the people that say I be spreading false narratives and I don't know what I'm talking about, Tank don't Coach Cal. Look, check it out.
Cal, you gotta calm down. Listen to me.
And then, look, Tank lost it. He totally lost it.
For years, Calvin Ford has been a key figure in Gervonta Davis's rise, guiding him alongside longtime associate Kenny Ellis. Their bond, often likened to legendary boxer-trainer duos, symbolized both skill and loyalty. So when an argument erupted during the Roach fight, it wasn't just tactical, it was deeply personal, shaking the foundation of their partnership.
Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it. Type. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't with each other? Like, look, and he brush him off again, like, don't touch me type. Like, you see that?
According to multiple sources and leaked audio clips circulating on social media, the incident unfolded in the heat of the fight as Gervonta Davis appeared to question decisions mid-action. Frustrated, Coach Calvin Ford lost his composure, reacting with a mix of disbelief and admonishment over what he saw as a lapse in focus and discipline. While the exact words remain debated, the consensus is clear. Ford's harsh response stemmed from his unwavering belief that a champion must control emotions, even in the fiercest moments of battle.
How he telling the person that taught him how to box who he should be listening to? Tank done lost it. The money, all that went to his head. Twitter done went to his head. He lost it. He's gone, bro. I'm telling you.
Cal, you gotta calm down. Listen to me.
Here's a refined version of your text with improved flow and readability. The fallout from Calvin Ford's fiery outburst has gone viral, dividing fans. Some praise his tough love approach, while others sympathize with the immense pressure Gervonta Davis faces in high-stakes fights. Analysts argue that such moments, though controversial, reveal the raw intensity of the sport. While some see Ford's reaction as a necessary wake-up call, others worry it could disrupt the harmony within Davis's corner. In follow-up interviews, Ford clarified that his absence during the Lamont-Roach fight was not a permanent split, but rather a temporary shift in roles. He emphasized that the core training structure remains intact and that Davis is still part of his broader boxing family. I got Calvin tattooed on me. Calvin ain't going nowhere. Calvin is Pops. He ain't going anywhere, Davis said just 6 weeks before the Roach fight. Yet to many fans' surprise, Ford was not in Davis's corner that night, and the 30-year-old may have paid the price with the first non-victory of his career. Davis had expected Ford to be there on March 1st, but the seasoned coach had his own reasons for stepping away. For years, fans have been accustomed to the familiar duo of Ford and longtime associate Kenny Ellis, a partnership as iconic as Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato, or more recently, Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso. The trio of Davis, Ford and Ellis became a fixture in the fight game, a bond fans relied on. So when Barry Hunter stepped into Davis's corner instead, it was an unexpected sight. The reason behind the shakeup remains unclear, but in a conversation with Fight Hub TV, Ford provided some insight. Davis headlined his second PBC Amazon Prime Video pay-per-view event at the Barclays Center, which also featured a stacked lineup of thrilling light welterweight title showdowns. Addressing his absence, Ford stated, "I'm still part of it, just from a different perspective." He remained eager to see how Davis's training would manifest in the ring and reflected on the long history between Davis and Roach, who had often sparred together in the past. Despite speculation, Ford insisted that nothing fundamental had changed. "We ain't changed up anything," he said, stressing that he had only stepped back while the foundation of Davis's training remained unchanged. The reporter clarified that there was no suggestion of a rift between Ford and Davis, only a question of whether this brief separation had in fact strengthened their connection. Ford acknowledged that stepping away allowed him to focus on his amateur fighters, something he has always been passionate about. Yet, even from a distance, he found reassurance in knowing that Davis was still training hard. Upon reuniting, Ford could see it in Davis's eyes. The appreciation was mutual. Barry Hunter echoed this sentiment, reassuring fans that Ford's presence remained vital. "Calvin will be there, Coach Barry will be there, Coach Boogie will be there, and Kenny will be there as well," he said. While Ford and Ellis weren't physically in Davis's corner, their guidance remained in place. Hunter dismissed concerns over the coaching adjustment, noting that Tank's team has made changes before without issue. He also pointed out how social media often breeds misinformation, with people quick to assume the worst without knowing the full picture. To him, Tank's team is more than just a professional setup, it's family. For now, this appears to be a temporary change, with a likely return to the original structure in the coming months. However, this explosive moment is a reminder that even the most successful teams aren't immune to internal tension. For Davis, it could be a time for reflection, ensuring that his passion outside the ring doesn't compromise his performance inside it. For Ford, it's an opportunity to reaffirm his authority and commitment to discipline, the very foundation of Davis's success. In professional boxing, emotions run high, and moments like these are as unpredictable as they are inevitable. Ford's reaction wasn't just about one incident, it highlighted the razor-thin margins that separate victory from defeat. Whether this will lead to lasting changes in Davis's approach or merely be a brief chapter in his storied career remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. The passion, loyalty, and occasional volatility behind the scenes are part of what makes boxing one of the most riveting sports in the world.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
During his bout with Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis took a knee, but the referee did not rule it a knockdown, allowing him to wipe his eyes. The fight ended in a majority draw, with two judges scoring it 114-114 and one narrowly favoring Davis at 115-113. A single knockdown for Roach could have secured him the win. The commission cited a technical issue preventing replay review and pledged to prevent future errors. Davis claimed oil from his hair dripped into his eyes, while Roach's team filed a legal petition demanding the result be overturned, arguing Davis quit mid-fight or should have been disqualified. WBA President Gilberto Mendoza is pushing for a rematch, with both fighters eager for a second showdown. Meanwhile, Davis's team has also reached out to Top Rank about a potential fight with Vasily Lomachenko, but his rivalry with Roach remains unresolved.
You know something funny? When we was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th, we was talking right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, that's how boxing work. It's sad to say, that's how boxing work. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh here it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's okay. We gonna